Okay, London session done. Took one trade on DE30. DE30 hard time frame breakout levels are mostly bearish. Daily, weekly are bearish. Monthly is bullish. Peak bias are mixed. We have not triggered a monthly peak this month, and we have not triggered a weekly peak this week. Last month closed as a bullish breakout month, broke out of the previous month high, and we're still above that breakout level. So monthly traders are bullish. Weekly traders closed as a bullish breakout week, and we flipped that breakout level. So this is the reason why I was interested in taking this. We flipped it. Whenever you flip a high and trade below it, turns all of this into a possible swing point, and I'm always looking to trade away from that peak formation. So what I liked, we're below that week breakout level, and we're also below the daily breakout level. Today's a breakout day, and the H8 is also on my side. So we have a bunch of time frames aligned to push down. So I was looking for a high of the day sell to continue the higher time frame trend. What I also liked, daily breakout levels right here, and we're faking out the previous day high. This is a breakout continuation on the daily. What this tells me is that we broke out below that breakout level, and then price came up, faked out the high. We did not break out above. We ended up faking out that high, and this tells me that the peak is possibly not locked in yet, and I would expect price to come down to at least this level. One more thing that I liked, the H8 closed inside bar. And when I looked at the H8, I saw that this inside bar, I extended the previous peaks, highs and lows. That becomes the range. And we were right at the top faking that out. So lots of confluence pushing this down. And this is why I wanted to take a sell. So right at London Open, next M15, this momentum bar took out the last bullish M15 breakout level. And it also aligned with the H1 as well. So the last H1 breakout level was in the same area, and we flipped both of those. We have two time frame alignment. I wanted to take this down as price got below that range level as well as below the daily open. So stop loss high of the day, and I'm looking to take this down to the previous day low. So moved nicely in the beginning, then it got stuck. Looks like there's a range here, M15 inside bar, and that creates a range. It looks like it got stuck right at that low of the range and started to retrace. So I'm in drawdown right now, but looks like it's starting to turn. Let's see what happens here. Wasn't too sure about this. I looked at the 2 hour close, and it closed as an outside bar. Faked out the high, faked out the low, and then closed inside the range. That's usually not a good sign for a trade like this. Usually price will want to get to one side of that range. I can see a range high, range low. Usually wants to get to one side of the range and then go to the other side. But let's see what happens here. Hopefully it does turn and go in my direction. Some traders will exit their position when something like this happens, but for me, I kind of just leave my stops, especially if I'm at the high of the day. If I'm at the high of the day, I'll leave my stops and keep it there. The second I move it, I lose protection, and also I don't like to cut my trades short when I see something like this because it's not really good for my psychology if I cut it and then I see price go down to the previous day low. If it goes back to my TP level, then that's something that causes me to go on tilt or get a bit emotional when I trade in the next session. It sounds ridiculous. I've said it before that I'd rather get taken out than see price come up and then I exit early just for me to have lost a 3R move. So I tend to just leave my stops as it is. Very little trade management for me. I kind of just let it run. If it gets to levels over 1.5 hour or over 2 hour or actually more of a level that I think it might reverse, then I'll take partials. But otherwise, I kind of just leave the trade to run. And that's it. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, so it's going to be a 3R move if it gets all the way. And let's see what happens. I was also looking at Euro GBP, Euro USD. Euro GBP, Euro USD, and the rest did not really have good signal days, so I only focused on those two. I really thought that Euro USD was going to be the one. I wanted it to fake out the H8 high, and then I wanted to take it down, but it was taking too long to get up, and now my session is done. Euro GBP also got up to the H8 high, and there was a range here, inside bar, faked out the range high. So this is a good move for me, but I don't want to be going against all these higher time frame breakout levels. So I wouldn't have entered this one either. And that's it. So I only took DE30. Nothing else for me. Yeah, that's it. So let's see what happens here, and we'll be back for New York.